Behind me, we got the 2024 Acura Integra Type S, and we all know cars aren't getting any cheaper. I mean, this thing's $52,000, and today we're gonna walk through all the things that are included for that price so you can make up your mind if it's worth it. Let's take a look. The car in question, the 2024 Acura Integra Type S. And this isn't some press loaner, this is my Integra Type S. I was lucky enough to be able to get one of the first 200 of these cars, and this is the Tiger Eye Metallic, and I absolutely love it. So let's take a look at the window sticker. Now, the Integra Type S gets 21 city, 28 highway, no safety rating yet, and the car is largely built here in the United States, getting its transmission and some other miscellaneous parts from Japan. $52,595 is the grand total, and that's a lot of money, so let's see what you get. We're going to start on the technical side of things. This car uses a 320 horsepower 4-cylinder turbo engine with a 6-speed manual, limited slip diff, adaptive dampers, Brembo calipers, dual axis suspension, adaptive, the whole nine. Let's take a look at it for ourselves. Underneath the hood, you see these carbon fiber looking engine covers, and I gotta be honest, I quite like the appearance of these covers. The shade of red, the Acura, the Type S, it all looks a little bit more premium than your regular car. Add to that some insulation so we can reduce the NVH coming out of this motor and some functional hood scoop. We have an overall package. Rounding our way to the side, we see the adaptive damper system and where to put the windshield wiper fluid, but you can also see all the welds here. Everything underneath the hood of this Integra Type S looks remarkably premium, looks remarkably sporty, and even though it's shared with the Civic Type R, to be frank, that might just be more kudos to the Civic Type R than it really is to the Integra Type S, because outside of that engine cover, not much is different. Looking at the front, though, we can see the front Brembo calipers. What we can't see is the dual axis front suspension, also which is shared with the Type R. At the rear, we can see the multi-link, well, we can't really see it, but the multi-link rear suspension and a caliper that isn't fully red, which just irks my OCD. Inside, we have a 6-speed manual transmission, which is connected to a limited slip differential, and there's a lightweight single mass flywheel in there for good measure. Now, in the technical features of the Integra, the integrated dynamic system, otherwise known as modes, is highlighted, with the individual mode specifically being called out. This is a button, much like the N mode in a Hyundai, where you can configure it to exactly your liking, and this is how I currently have it set up. Now, in the safety features section, there's a lot to offer, a ton of which you can't see, but we're gonna do our best. All the airbags you could ever want, including an ABS system. Now, in the front and rear, you have these wonderful looking LED daytime running lights with LED blinkers as well. In the rear, it's full LED here too. We don't have any halogen to work with. All the systems are LED, and I love it. It gives a remarkably premium appearance. Looking at the inside, though, that's where the Acura, well, starts to become an Acura. You have tons of things here, but let's start with that ELS Studio Premium audio system. You have 16 speakers. That is a 1 and a 6. 16 speakers. Now, in this car, it does mean it is very bass heavy, but it does sound terrific. This definitely is a step up from that $30,000 to $40,000 car. You have a heads-up display, a perforated leather-wrapped steering wheel, which looks great and isn't, BMW M levels of thick. It is the perfect width. I quite like it. You also have a perforated ultra suede sports seat with 12-way power for the driver. You have a heated seat both for the driver and the passenger, and it's important to note that when you turn the car off, it remembers what was previously added, and it will do that same function again. Available for the Integra Type S is a heated steering wheel, though, which is nice to have. I wish I had it here in the Northeast, but I do not. That 9-inch color view touchscreen has a multi-view rear camera, and while it doesn't have the highest fidelity, I do appreciate the fact that you can see top down to get extra close in those parking situations. Now we have wireless Apple CarPlay and Android Auto, and we also have this digital display in the dash, which does a great job at just showcasing everything in a vibrant, quick, and snappy manner. Acura calls this the precision cockpit, and it is a full digital instrument panel. On the right side, you have your trip and some fun features like throttle percentage and brake percentage, and on the left you can see your phone, your music, and any sort of radio station, and also make changes to the heads-up display. In addition to that, you have blind spot safety with rear cross traffic monitor, which does very well. You have a dual zone climate system, which is nice and actually not something seen in a lot of vehicles anymore. I know what you're saying, it's a $50,000 car, but I've been in other cars in this price bracket that do not have that. Auto dimming rear view mirror, push button start, and that really completes the interior. Oh, and you get these sport pedals, which after 360 miles already look a little grimy. Now let's take it to the outside. The exterior of the Integra Type S really is all Integra Type S. You get Type S exclusive styling, 19-inch wheels wrapped in 265/30 tires, a triple outlet sport exhaust, which sounds positively divine. We'll get to that in a later video. Front and rear parking sensors, this unique rear deck lid spoiler, and you also get a keyless access system with smart entry with rain sensing wipers. On the inside, we also get adaptive cruise, which is a feature I was praying to the gods was going to be in this car. But it doesn't stop there. You also get lane keep, and it actually works remarkably well, but stay tuned to a future video where we will cover that in depth. But I'm jazzed to have those features in this car. It makes highway driving an absolute breeze. We also have automatic high beams, which close or turn on depending on if there is a car in front of you. You get a 6-year, 70,000-mile powertrain warranty, 4-year, 50,000-mile limited warranty, a full tank of gas, a warning to not drive it on the summers and the winter, a $600 paint job, and presto, $52,000 all said and done for this Integra Type S. And now you know all the features that come with that price tag. So what do you think? Is Acura charging a little bit too much for this car, or is it bang on with the rest of the market? My opinion, although a lot of these features are shared with the Integra A-Spec, it's executed really well in this car, and compared to the other vehicles in this category, the CLA, the S3, and the M235 Grand Coupe, it feels pretty dang premium to be in that car. So I'll take that 6-speed manual transmission and enjoy every single mile. But I want to hear your thoughts. Is Acura charging too much for this Integra Type S? Let me know what you think this car should have cost. On Money Shift, we got a ton of videos in the pipeline with this car, so definitely hit that subscribe button so you can stay in the know with all the latest Integra Type S videos. We'll see you in the next one.